If they think I talk fast in the last and then like, why do you talk so fast? That's my brand. I'm on fucking brand. And you can't fit 20 fucking minutes while Talib is, am I running late? Let's just fucking do it, all right?
Play action fakes it to pass in zone. Yes, touchdown.
Hi, and welcome to Geno's Picks. Yeah, we came back down to earth with a 2-3 week last week as me and Six took a pair of losses on Monday night. I love when you do that to fall to 16-14 overall for a 53 winning percentage against the spread. But hey, that's still winning. If you don't believe me, ask anyone who put $100 on each of my 30 bets this season because they're sitting on 60 big ones. Because the only thing crazier than gambling to actually make money would be telling me you gambled on Tuesday morning saying you actually did make money. Stop it. Kidding aside, there's a lot of football left, and that means so many more chances for us to increase our winnings. Because up $60 after 1,200 hours of football isn't enough. I mean, the only place you're going to feel more like you should be more in the black is an Antifa rally. Of course, if you're going to one of those, you're gambling with something else. Your fucking life. Now let's get to these picks that are bigger, please, than ever. Here we go. My first pick, the Packers are laying 3 and a hook to the Texans. Obviously, I'm going to say I told you so here. After the Bucs over the Pack was one of my winners. And exactly as I told you so, okay? Fucking Aaron Rodgers folded in front of the first legit defense he faced all season. Well, good news, Ron. You're back to the bottom feeders as the Texans defense ranks 30th in the league. You know, there's only 32 teams. Surrendering and allowing, I put them both, 423 yards per game. Problem is, Rodgers is going to come in a little gun shy after tossing a pair of INTs, including a pick six that the game turned on, because as good as the numbers he's put up this season are, the simple fact is he isn't as good as those numbers say he is, because he's just not the same QB anymore. Hey, in Aaron Rodgers' defense, he was the tits for many years in the league, but like any great set of tits that have been banged around for 16 years, they can't help becoming quitters. Yeah, you ever see the quitters? They look like grapefruits in socks. Doesn't matter. The Texans keep this one closer than you think. Take the Texans and the points you're getting. My next pick, the Titans are giving 1.5 to the Steelers. Hey, Talib, how you doing? You ready for your Eagles tonight? You ready? Because they don't give a fuck about my money. Titans are giving 1 to hook to the Steelers in Tennessee. If the fact that both a 70-year-old clinically obese orange president and a morbidly obese Chris Christie both beat COVID in the course of a week didn't allay your fears, and you're still waiting for a cure, it looks like they found the cure for COVID, everyone. You know what it is? It's Buffalo. Yeah, but don't take my word for it. Just ask. Oh, that's a different show. The Tennessee Titans, who after missing 16 days of football with 23 cases of COVID, went out and beat the snot out of the Bills 42-16 on a Tuesday night. Then 5 days later, dropped another 42 burger while thumping the Texans 42-36 in OT. So yeah, you're okay to leave the house, you fucking fraidy cat, but what you do need to be afraid of is bumping into fucking this guy, Titans running back Derrick Henry, because unlike COVID, he's fucking taking people out. Henry carried the ball 22 times on 5 days rest, 22 times for 212 yards and fucking punched in 2 TDs, with one of those coming on a 94-yarder where he carried 4 guys on his back. Not saying Henry deserves a little credit, but the last guy to do that with 4 guys on top of him didn't move an inch and kept complaining he couldn't breathe. And that guy got a fucking t-shirt. Kidding, George Floyd couldn't run because the fentanyl he took prevented him from breathing, which is why in the autopsy his windpipe was in perfect condition, just like the Titans' record 5-0. And it's gone to 6-0, which means the Titans will have something else in common with COVID. Their winning percentage is just 0.04% below COVID's survival rate. If you're still afraid and want me to wear a mask, stay the fuck inside, you cunt-guzzling faggot. That actually might be heterosexual. Anyway, take the Titans. My next pick. The Cowboys are getting 1 from the Redskins in D.C. Yeah, we missed on the Cowboys last week, but there's no way you can expect Ezekiel Elliott to fumble twice over the span of 3 plays. And while you can't plan for something like that, you know what you can plan on? You know what's easy to plan? A fucking football franchise's team name. Unless you're the Redskins, who said this week they probably will use the same one next year, which I don't mind. I think it looks kind of cool, right? But that's just as well, because if you ask any Washington fans what they've been calling this team for the past decade, none of those names would be allowed on a helmet. That's pretty funny. I like that. And do you know why? Because nothing in this organization is easy, from naming a team to coming up with a winning game plan to choosing a starting QB. In fact, the only thing that's been a snap for this organization in the past decade was Alex Smith's fibula. I'm kidding. His tibia snapped too. And yet this is their backup quarterback. Unlike Smith's lower leg, this game really can't go either way. Watch, I forgot how much I like this one. Watch how someone who is proud of being a Redskin wampums their ass. Take the Cowboys in this basic pick'em. Which brings me to my all your tiny pencils. It in big pick. The Bears are getting 6 from the Rams in LA. Hey, good news, California NFL fans. They passed a bill earlier this week allowing fans to attend outdoor sporting events. Just not at NFL games. As the only team in a county where the numbers are below the threshold is San Francisco, and they aren't even prepared to put people in the seats yet. No surprise there that the first city to be able to fill seats is the one famous for men getting their seats filled, butt sex. Speaking of getting fucked in the ass, that is what anyone who bets the Rams this Monday night will get. Especially if they play this Monday night like they did last Sunday night when they threw away mine and Billy's fucking money against the Niners because they looked terrible. In fact, if you were to sell out LA's gorgeous new SoFi Stadium for this game Monday night, the only thing in the stadium that would be happy for the whole game are Jared Goff's feet. Goff has looked off all season. If you want to argue that the team has 4 wins, let me tell you. Do you know their 4 wins are against, guys? The NFC East. They beat the Redskins, the Cowboys, the Giants, and whoever the fuck else it is. A conference whose combined win total is 5. 6 other NFL teams have that many wins alone, and you know who one of them is? The Bears. Until fucking Monday night when it's 6. Put your money on Nick Foles and his big dick energy. This might be the earliest I've been done all fucking season. Those are Geno's picks.